In this video, we are going to learn how to determine the acidity of milk. Principle: milk naturally undergoes fermentation due to the presence of lactose, and this results in the formation of lactic acid. The amount of lactic acid present in a given sample of milk can be determined by titration. This is carried out by using a standard alkali like sodium hydroxide and an indicator like phenol. In this case, the indicator used is phenolphthalein, and the standard alkali is sodium hydroxide. The volume of alkali used to neutralize the acid will indicate its strength or concentration. Higher the acidity, higher will be the volume of alkali required to neutralize the acid. Apparatus and reagents required: 10 ml pipette, 50 ml burette, 100 megaliters conical flask, measuring cylinder, 1% phenolphthalein, indicator 0.1 N sodium hydroxide. Sample required: 10 ml of well-mixed milk. Procedure: take 10 ml of milk in a clean and dry conical flask using a add 1 to 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator, which will impart a faint pink color to the milk sample. Now fill the burette with 0.1 N sodium hydroxide solution and take the initial reading. Now start titrating the milk sample with sodium hydroxide from the burette until a persistent pale pink color appears. Here we are using phenolphthalein indicator, which has a pH range of 8.2 to 10. It gives a faint pink color in the beginning and then becomes more intense as the endpoint is approached. Once you get a persistent pale pink color, note down the final burette reading. The difference between the final burette reading and initial burette reading gives the volume of sodium hydroxide used for the titration. Let's take an example. Say the initial burette reading is 0 ml and the final burette reading is 1.7 ml. So the volume of sodium hydroxide used will be 1.7 ml. Now let's see the calculation part. We have already learned that the volume of sodium hydroxide used is 1.7 ml. The normality of sodium hydroxide used is 0.1 normal. The molecular weight of lactic acid is 90.08. The volume of milk sample taken was 10 ml. So by putting all these values in the formula, we get the percentage of lactic acid in the milk sample. If you are getting a value greater than 0.153%, it means that the sample contains more than 0.153% of lactic acid. Example calculation: 1.7 multiply 0.1 normal sodium hydroxide, multiply 90.08, multiply 100, divide by 10, divide by 1000, equals percent acidity as lactic acid 0.153%. That's all for today. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment section. Thank you.